Welcome to everyone tonight. We are going to record Amanda's presentation so people that can't make it can view it later. I have a couple of things to take care of before we get to that, though. We did have a re-election of the officers for our NAMI board. All the previously serving officers were re-elected, myself as president of the board, Helen as vice president, Donna Christensen as secretary, and Paul Brown as treasurer. So we got the continuity going forward. Now we do have one thing that was supposed to be taken care of in October. NAMI Lacrosse Vernon awarded 3 Iris Awards to outstanding recipients, and they were Dr. David Netzler, Suzanne Howe, and Jean Sterling. Jean's with us tonight. But there was a 4th person who also was to be recognized then, but could not at that time for a variety of reasons. And this evening, that recognition will finally be achieved. The 4th recipient of the 2021 Iris Award is a person who has been very active in our community for many, many years. This person has been a true advocate for addressing mental health and well-being in a variety of ways, whether dealing with clients, children, the homeless, people involved in domestic violence, veterans suffering from serving our nation, people involved in the judicial system, or even students. And this person has shared experiences with family and friends who have and are suffering from mental health issues. This person has lived a life that inspires others to follow suit and become aware of and address mental health challenges. The 4th recipient of the 2021 Iris Award is involved with many different groups whose missions are to somehow impact mental health, whether it be programs such as Campaign to Change Direction or NAMI itself, or any number of other groups intent on educating the public at large and people suffering from or involved with mental health concerns directly. This person has gone always above and beyond in the work performed to address these concerns. So I am pleased to award the 4th 2021 NAMI Lacrosse Vernon Iris Award as recommended by the board of directors to Helen Zollner Kelly. I have known her for over 30 years, and I have seen her arduously advocate for mental challenge clients in the criminal justice system, children suffering from adverse childhood experiences due to toxic family dynamics, develop and build programs to specifically meet the challenges our veterans face from the trauma of war, work to educate and empower high school children on developing good mental health awareness, or connecting with NAMI Wisconsin to bring various concepts into our community to improve the lives of our friends and neighbors, of serving on various boards to promote good mental well-being. Helen has done all this on top of her own work duties, and all for the betterment of others. Helen has done all this unselfishly. She's endured herself various hardships in her own life as a result of the mental health of family, friends, and clients. And throughout all of this, she keeps a positive attitude of hope and change to improve the lives of those she can affect. Helen is an inspiration, not only to me, but to others. And I'm proud to recognize Helen for all of her accomplishments over the years with this award. And we had this ready in October, but you couldn't be here then. So now tonight, we're finally recognizing you. Thank you, Helen, for all you've done.
Yay, Helen.
Congratulations, Helen.
I know you didn't know this was coming. And I don't know if you want to say a couple words or not, maybe.
I'm just speechless. Thank you for all the kind things.
Well, you're very appreciated, Helen. Not only by us, but all the people you touch.
Thank you. I don't know what to say, but it's nice It was nice to hear tonight. Thank you.
Well, again, you're all appreciated. So
I will
accept-
ride you guys. I'll make you better. Make you work harder.
so once again, thank you, Helen. And I know you're going to continue doing what you do because you love doing it to help others. But we've recognized you for that. So thank you.
Well done, Helen.
Good job.
Congratulations, Helen.
Thank you all.
And
Right.
very good presentation, Todd. You got us all crying here. So
Oh, sorry.
Who wrote
All
it
right.
for him? That's the problem with knowing him for over 30 some years.
yep.
Well, you have to put up with me. All right. All right, we'll go to Sierra, one of our board members who brought our speaker on for tonight. Sierra, who works out at the VA. I want you to just tell everybody just a little bit about who you are, and then you can introduce the speaker you brought on tonight. And then we'll let Amanda tell us what her topic is, and we'll go into her presentation.
Okay, great. So I am Sierra Phillips. I'm the local recovery coordinator at the Tomah VA Medical Center. So I have the privilege of working with veterans, specifically those that have a serious mental illness diagnosis, and work with those who have a trauma experience. And I have an opportunity to work with a lot of really talented and passionate individuals about just like myself that really care about the health and well-being of those who've served our country, and really want to bring an opportunity for them to find meaning and purpose and hope and healing after their experiences in life and in the service. And one of those amazing and talented individuals that I've had the privilege of working with is Amanda Roberge. She's a clinical social worker who has worked in a variety of settings at our VA Medical Center, to include our residential treatment programs with veterans who have experienced a variety of traumatic experiences and substance use and other difficulties. And she now works in our whole health department and helps bring motivation and practical tips and tools that folks can use to take charge of their health and well-being in a way that's meaningful for them and to live the life that they want to live. And so I'm really honored and excited that she has agreed to speak to us on the topic of whole health for the new year. So Amanda, I'll turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sarah. That was such a kind introduction. It's my pleasure to be with you all tonight. Like Sierra said, my name is Amanda Robarge. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I've been with Tomah VA since 2015, and I was with Madison VA for a year before that. So I've had the distinct honor and pleasure of working with our veterans for about 7 years. Feels incredible to say that. It's gone by very quickly. And I'm really excited about this new program that I'm a part of, and really helping promote this idea of whole health. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my presentation here, and I'm going to do my very best. So hopefully I get this right. I'm not as used to Zoom as I am some other platforms. Is everybody seeing my screen okay? Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. So my topic for today is about whole health for the new year. And I'm going to preface this presentation with this idea that whole health is a department and a program available at VA, but really what whole health is a new approach to healthcare and well-being and how we take care of ourselves. And so I'm going to invite you to be an active participant. I'm going to share some information and education with you, but we're also going to use this as an opportunity for you to actually take a look at what whole health means for you. Because I think that's the best way for us to really wrap our heads around this new concept of whole health and this different approach to healthcare. So whole health really focuses at the very heart on you, right? You're at the center of your health and well-being. And whole health really is rooted in this idea of what matters to you. Not what is the matter with you, but what matters to you. recognizing that that is the heart of everything that we do and guides our mission, our aspiration, our purpose. It really is crucial to understand what that looks like so we know why we want to take care of ourselves. It focuses on our self-care, the things that we do to take care of ourselves so that we can ensure that our future can be full of joy and well-being and vitality. It really focuses on health, promoting health, rather than the disease-focused episodic care that we've typically seen in healthcare, not just VA, but healthcare in the United States. We know that in the US, our healthcare system is pretty deeply flawed and that mortality rates are incredibly high, considering how much money we spend on healthcare nationally. And so this approach really seeks to help people to look at ways they can take care of themselves, to manage their own health, hopefully prevent some of the chronic disease processes that we know really disrupt people's well-being, disrupts their ability to do the things that matter. And whole health focuses not just on our physical bodies. We know our well-being is much deeper than that. And so whole health looks at our mind, our body, our spirit, our relationship with others as crucial elements of our health. We know that our relationships, not just our personal relationships, but our relationships within the healthcare system itself really deeply matter. That we need to be a team in order to be the most effective that we can be. Whole health really looks at you being in the driver's seat, you being in power and control of your healthcare plan. Historically, we've also often looked at our doctors, at our providers and gone, here, fix me. But we know that that's not the most effective way to manage health, physical health, mental health, any of the conditions that we typically see for folks that really disrupt their quality of life. So whole health seeks to put them back in the driver's seat and be a bigger part of their healthcare team. Whole health is also really for everyone. At its best, whole health is really for all people on the planet. It's broad enough to embrace all of the expressions of being human. And whole health really includes the diversity and richness of different cultural and financial and social experience. And that diversity is fundamental and vital. It's like the air that we breathe. And it's really encompassed in that map, that mission, aspiration, and purpose. Not only does it reflect your aspirations for your physical health, but it can also take the form of a really immediate or practical mission. Something that might look like finding safe and stable housing or paying the bills, right? Being able to afford groceries. And also includes exploring those bigger life dreams. The key of whole health is really to honor who each person is and how they feel whole health can really best serve their specific needs. It is very person-oriented. You'll notice in the center of that circle, around the person, around me, around you, is mindful awareness. And mindful awareness is key. Mindful awareness involves really attending to relevant aspects of experience in an open and accepting manner. And, sorry about that. Mindful awareness is really predicated that we are gonna be able to pay attention on what's going on in the present moment. A lot of our day is spent oftentimes on autopilot, where we got our blinders on and we're rushing from one thing to the next. And we're not taking opportunities to really attend to what's going on around us and within us. And so mindful awareness seeks to bring that back in so that we can be fully present in our lives. Mindful awareness is also predicated on this idea that we need to practice it. Mindful awareness is something that takes intention and thought. And with regular practice, we can really develop our ability to be mindfully aware over time. And that oftentimes is really helpful in being able to notice the thoughts and the feelings that drive our behaviors. It helps us to realign with our values and our mission, aspiration, and purpose so that we can live with intention, live in a way that's meaningful to us. We know that mindful awareness improves quality of life by being able to really enhance our living experience, to more fully attend to the things that are going on and to embody those discrete moments in our lives. And it helps us to really see things more clearly, helps us to be more skillful with our thoughts, helps us to become familiar with the mental habits, the thought patterns that sometimes interfere with our deepest intentions, that lead us astray from living consistent with our values. We know that the practice of mindful awareness has a whole host of benefits. Many of you are likely familiar with mindfulness. It's a buzzword. It's in popular media. And I think that's amazing. I think it's so crucial to the shift in healthcare and taking care of ourselves. We know that there's physical benefits, that practicing mindful awareness alters the neurochemicals in our brain to help reduce stress, which helps decrease inflammation in our body, that helps decrease experience of chronic or persistent pain, that routinely practicing mindful awareness helps boost our immune system, which is more important than ever now in the time of COVID. We know that it helps to manage a lot of mental health concerns, that people who practice mindful awareness routinely experience a decrease in anxiety and anger and depressive symptoms, that they have less emotional distress. They tend to ruminate less, be less preoccupied with things because they can see them more clearly for what they are. And it helps us to be more creative and to problem solve, which is really helpful in our day-to-day lives. And it also helps us to shift the way in which we behave and the way that we interact with our world. It can improve sleep quality. It can help reduce alcohol and other substance use. It can help people with smoking cessation and decrease binge eatings for successful weight management, which we know that weight management is really key for a lot of chronic health conditions. And it helps us to just be really consistent with our values, like I said. I'm going to sneeze. Bear with me. Okay, put it in the universe, so I'm not going to. All right, so I'm going to invite you. This is our first opportunity to practice a little bit. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and find a comfortable position in which you feel well supported. And this is going to be a body scan exercise so that we can be attuned to how our body is in this moment. So allow your feet to rest on the floor. You might let your hands rest gently in your lap, or perhaps on the arms of your chair if you're in a chair with arms. You really just want to be sitting so that you're comfortably supported by your chair, not slouching too much. It'll make your back hurt over time. And if you're comfortable doing so, I'll invite you to allow your eyes to close. Or you might choose to allow them to stay open, but just soften your gaze, looking softly at the floor. And we'll start by taking a few nice, long, deep breaths. Really allowing yourself to breathe in fully. Exhale slowly. You might breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And allow yourself to feel your stomach expand with that inhale. And let your body relax on the exhale. Nice deep breaths deep into your belly. You might begin to let go of any noises around you. We're beginning to shift our attention from the outside world to our inside world. If you're finding yourself distracted by sounds in the room, just simply notice that and allow yourself to bring your focus back to your breath. Now I'll invite you to slowly bring your attention down to your feet. Begin by observing any sensations that are present in your feet. You might want to wiggle your toes a little, feeling your toes against your socks or your shoes. We're just noticing without any judgment. Noticing any sensations that are present. Any tension we may be holding on to. You might imagine yourself sending your breath down to your feet, as if the breath is coming in from our nose, cycling all the way through our body down to our feet, and then all the way back up again, up through our lungs and out through our mouth. Maybe you don't feel anything at all. Maybe you can't imagine your breath going to your feet, and that's okay too. Just allow yourself to enjoy the sensation, whatever it is that you're experiencing. When you're ready, you might move your attention slowly up from your feet, bringing the attention and focus into your ankles and calves. Noticing your knees and your thighs. Just simply observing any sensations that you're experiencing in your legs. Your mind begins to wander during this exercise. Just gently notice that your mind is wandering. And just go ahead and bring it back to the sensations in your legs. You notice any discomfort, pain, or stiffness. You don't have to judge it. You can just simply notice that those sensations are present. You might notice that no sensation is permanent. Observe. Allow the sensations to be as they are. You might choose Just follow your breath and imagine that breath cycling into your legs, cycling out. If you don't, that's okay too. At your next exhale, you might allow those legs to just dissolve in your mind, bringing your attention into your lower back and your pelvis. Just allowing yourself to soften and release as you breathe in and out. Allowing yourself to rest deeply in your chair. Bringing your attention up through your mid back, your upper back. You might become curious about any sensations that you notice here. Maybe you notice the points of contact with the seat that you're on. Perhaps you might notice sensations in the muscles of your abdomen and your back. Maybe you simply notice the temperature. There's a lot of things to be curious about here. Maybe you notice the feeling of your clothing on your skin. Or notice the digestion that's going on in your belly. Or maybe noticing your belly and your chest rise and fall with each breath. It's easy to want to judge any sensations that you notice here. That's pretty normal. You can just let some of those judgments go. Return to simply noticing the sensations as they are. Maybe you want to notice your heart and the beating of your heart, the gentle rhythm that sustains our lives. Notice how your chest rises and falls with each breath, that life-giving breath. Just let go of any judgments that arise. Your body is doing exactly what it needs to be doing right now. You might shift your attention from your chest to your arms and your hands. And just noticing any sensations that are present. Your arms are supported. Perhaps taking a moment to notice each finger, any sensations that are present there. Letting go of any judgments that might arise. Just simply coming back to noticing the sensations as they are. You might shift your attention from your arms up into your neck, your shoulders, your throat. an area we often carry tension. So really just be with the sensations here. You might notice maybe some tightness, some rigidity. You might notice that your shoulders move with your breath. Let go of any thoughts or stories that you're telling yourself about this area. And as you breathe, you might feel tension rolling off your shoulders. Just letting those shoulders relax. Might shift our focus from our shoulders and our neck and our throat up into our head and our face. And there's a lot to notice here. Simply just observe all of the sensations that are occurring. You might notice the sensation of the air as you breathe. You might feel your face relax as you exhale, softening some tension that you're holding. Let your attention begin to expand all the way from the very top of your head, all the way down, so that your awareness is through your entire body as a whole. Just noticing the gentle rhythm of your breath. As we come to the end of this practice, I'll invite you to take a nice, full, deep breath, taking in all of the energy of this practice. And allow yourself to exhale fully. When you're ready, only when you're ready, you might choose to open your eyes, gently reacclimating to the light, returning your attention to the present moment. Hope that was an enjoyable experience for you all. I lost my visual on you all with my presentation open, so hopefully you're all still with me and awake. So this practice of mindful awareness is really crucial because it helps us to come back into alignment with the big questions, our mission, our aspiration, and our purpose. And if we hone these questions down to try to anchor ourselves in them, they look quite simple. What really matters to you? What brings you joy? Why do you want and need your health? Why is it important for you to be healthy, to do the things that matter? So I'm going to invite you to take a couple moments to ponder this. Quite literally, I'm going to set a timer for 2 full minutes. It's going to feel like an eternity, but I promise it's probably not enough. I invite you to really consider these questions for yourself. 2 full minutes simultaneously feels like an eternity and not enough. I hope you were able to at least come up with 1 or 2 things that really matter to you. One of the tools that I really love that comes out of the Whole Health program is the personal health inventory. I dropped a couple of links in the chat box. The links are for the form that you see here on the PowerPoint and also a longer version. I highly encourage you to open those, to take a look at those documents and consider using it for yourself. Whole Health looks at the different areas of self-care, and there's 8 areas of self-care that focus on ways that we can improve our health and well-being. These areas of self-care are deeply interconnected, right? We know that improving even in one area is going to impact other areas and improve our overall health and well-being. So what the personal health inventory does is it invites you to take a look at these different areas, to rate where you are right now, which is where that mindful awareness comes in really key, because we have to be able to check in with ourselves, and to rate where we want to be, right? Some areas might be more important to you than others. It also really helps you to take a look at where you might want to focus your attention for the new year, right? Whole health for the new year. Well, where are you and where do you want to be? And how can we get you there? How can you get yourself there? How can you set yourself some goals? Recognizing that, right, the healthcare system maybe isn't necessary for a lot of these. Maybe these are areas that you can focus on all by yourself. I love Whole Health because it's very empowering. It gives you back the power to take action for yourself, to protect your health and well-being. And that's so crucial. So that concludes my presentation on Whole Health, what Whole Health is, the philosophy of Whole Health. I hope that you take the opportunity to look at that personal health inventory for yourself and consider using it as a tool for your own health and well-being. And it's certainly something that you're able and willing to share with others. Whole Health is actually supported by the University of Wisconsin at Madison Center for Integrative Health. So promoted by VA, but not owned by VA.
Amanda, thank you very much for a very good presentation. I don't know how everyone else felt, but it was very relaxing to go through your little exercise there. And you know, I think if people would slow down and do things like that on a consistent basis, that by itself is going to help them improve their health to some degree. But then just understanding all those areas they have to look at, obviously, if they leave them out, they're not going to improve as well. So it was just a real nice presentation you gave to get people to look at this way of doing things. So I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. So does anyone else have any thoughts or comments for Amanda or the group?
Did you say you dropped those links in the chat?
I did.
I'm not seeing them. Does everyone else have them? Can somebody send them? Can someone else send them? Oh, thank you. Okay, now they came through.
Yep.
Thank you.
I dropped them early on, so if you joined after, you probably didn't see them. So the short form is the one that obviously has short in the title. And I think I might have actually just copied the same link twice. So oh, I gotta figure out a new way to copy this.
So is there a problem if we could post those links on our website?
No, I think that would be okay. They're public facing forms. I mean, you can search them on Google.
Okay. Yeah,
Helen, if that was to be done, we should write up something a little bit about what we're posting them for and what people can
Right,
do with
right.
them. So, yeah, that would be good for people to access.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else have any comments or thoughts? Again, Amanda, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciated it. It's always good to do some of those types of things you did to get yourself to relax and just let some of that stress of the day run off you and sort of revitalize yourself. And it's really fulfilling to do that. And hopefully people can do that more often. Good. Sierra, thanks for bringing Amanda. All right, anyone else have any thoughts or comments for NAMI for today? We do have another presentation next month. Aaron Engel from the school district set that up, so feel free to watch for that. We've sent some information out about that. But that'll be on, looks like February 15th at 6 o'clock, same link. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
May come and present. It's nice to meet you all.
Do you have any
Thank you.
questions or anything for NAMI before we leave? Otherwise, it's good to see you.
Good job, Helen.
All right.
Sierra, for doing that. I meant to bring this up at the board meeting, and I'm sorry I didn't. Sierra, we need to do some planning for, the upcoming events like last year, so we can have, like the LGBT thing. And I think there was something else that was going on. So can you let me know when those activities are? Because I'd like to plan more than 1 month out for getting organized and getting things set up for that.
So we've started having some conversations for May, and we're looking at that speaker for race-based minority stress and diversity. So as soon as I have information on that, I can share that, and then I can send a link with an email with those particular months so that we
Right.
can put that on the agenda for next meeting. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks, Amanda, for you doing.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thanks, Amanda.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. I can go to bed to now and probably get a good night's sleep.
Good
You should.
night.
You deserve it. Just try some of that meditation again.
I will. After the last 3 days, I need it.
Good. Okay.
All right. See you guys.
Take care, everyone.
Yep.
Bye-bye.